Hello guys, and welcome to my April empties. What a wonderful world. So I've got a lot of stuff in the basket this month. Finished off quite a few candles, some hair care, some body care. I've been doing really good on my project Use It Up. You guys are going to be really excited for the update coming up. It's going to be next week because I already finished off a ton of products, so I'm going to have to introduce some new things into the project, and I'm already so excited. So let's go through what I finished for the month, and we're also going to do a reading recap on what I read in the month of April as well. So that will be at the end if you are interested. Let's get started. Honestly, it's a little bit less than I thought, but I did finish 3 candles, so that's really good. The first candle is Pistachio Glazed Donut from Homeworks. I actually finished off 2 Homeworks candles this month, so doing really good getting through my spring candle collection. So glazed pistachio donut is crushed pistachio, fried donut, ground nutmeg, and white sugar glaze. This one was really nice. It burned, look at that, all the way down to the bottom. Had a very nice soft vanilla pistachio scent. It was not super strong. I burned it in my office downstairs, which is a smaller room. It was pretty strong in the smaller room, but I also tried it in the living room and it didn't really do a lot. It's maybe a 5 out of 10 on strength. So yeah, it was really nice. I liked the scent, probably would get it again. And who knows, maybe I'll do another Homeworks order sometime soon, because I think I am on my last Homeworks candle. So we'll see. The next one I finished is Sunday Morning Cereal. And then this one is so cute. I really love this springy scent. So this is crushed cereal, wild cherry, ripe strawberry, and sweetened milk. So it's really just a berry vanilla with a little bit of lime or lemon, and then it kind of had a milk after note. I wouldn't say it was very dairy heavy. It's very, very, very light, and if you weren't looking for it, you probably wouldn't even smell it. It smells really good. And this one burned all the way down to the bottom. Very great burner, great thrower, honestly. Just a really good candle. I enjoyed this one a lot. And yeah, like I said, I'll probably do another Homeworks order soon, maybe June or July around SAS time, because I'm pretty sure they do a sale around then too. So you guys will have to let me know if there's a Homeworks candle that you think that I would that I should try. Let me know. And then I finished off Bath & Body Works Red, White, and Blue Cake. This one is the 4th of July scent that comes out every single year, but mine is from 2022, so it's a few years old. You can tell at the bottom, actually, it got kind of gunky. It definitely had a weird scent going on at the end there. This is red raspberries, ripe blueberries, and whipped vanilla cream with soft white cake. So just a berry cake scent. I actually finished this and then I put it in my wax melter or in my candle warmer and finished it off that way. It was really nice until eventually it started to smell kind of burnt, and I figured out it was actually the label was kind of getting burnt on the hot plate. So maybe don't leave it on for too long. I really would only turn it on during the day and turn it off at night. Anyways, yeah, it was a good scent. I would not get it again though, because it does get really cloying after the first halfway point. It does get really, I don't know, icky. It's not the same. So yeah, I really don't enjoy this scent. That's why it took me 3 years to finish it. But yeah, that's that one. So body care, like I said, I did finish off some of my Project Use It Up items. I finished off a shower gel and a body lotion this month. So the first thing is the Among the Clouds shower gel. And this one is from, when? 2022? The notes are wild berry skies and whipped vanilla clouds. So the perfect spring scent, just vanilla berry. It was really nice and simple. Kind of smells like Skittles a little bit to me, but I enjoyed it. It was nice and fruity, really great start to the springtime. And then I finished off Vanilla Romance. Now this one I definitely think is more of a winter scent. In my opinion, it is a very warm vanilla, and for that reason I probably wouldn't use it from April to August. The notes are fresh cardamom, vanilla absolute, and captivating woods. But it is still available in stores. I saw it when I was in there just the other day. So if you love a vanilla year-round, this is a great one. That cardamom really does come out, and that's what I think makes it a little more of like a wintry scent. It's a little like heavy, but a really great scent. I did really like this. I think I was using the mist a lot in like the fall and late winter, but yeah, finished off the lotion. And Ryan actually finished off his only men's body spray. This is Classic Flannel. It took him a few years, but recently he's been loving these like deodorant sprays basically. And I guess they're not deodorants. They're really just like a body spray, right? The notes are fresh bergamot, patchouli spice, and sweet amber. But I thought it was a really great scent. Honestly, for me, I can't really tell much of a difference between men's scents for like fall, winter, and spring, summer. But he did finish this one, and we actually went and got a few new sprays for him from the store. So we got Ocean, Deep Ocean, and then a third one that I can't remember right now. But yeah, he does really like this formula. It does like last a while, honestly, too, and it's not overbearing like an Axe body spray. So yeah, if you are looking for something for your man, definitely try one of these. I do have a little bit of hair care, and the first thing I'm going to share looks really funny. It's this tube that I squeezed all of the little last bits out of, but this is the JVN Air Dry Hair Cream, and I loved it so much. I'm gonna see over the next month and test out if I notice a difference between not using this and using this on my hair, but I really loved it. I've had this for probably 2 years, and I want to say it's like $50, or maybe it's a little less than 50. So it's not like it's cheap, but to last me for 2 years is really great in my opinion. So we'll see what I think, if I notice, like if there's a noticeable difference not using this on my hair after the shower, then I will definitely repurchase it. But yeah, I'm still kind of jury's out on this. I really did like it, but I'll have to let you guys know if there is a difference, if I would repurchase it or not. And then I finished off my Joico Moisture Recovery. I love this stuff. This is my favorite line of hair care. I finished the shampoo, and I just get this from Marshall's because it is half the price than Ulta, but it's really good. This is the moisturizing shampoo for thick, coarse, dry hair, which is my hair type. And then I also finished off the treatment balm. This is like a hair mask that you put on in the shower instead of like conditioner. So I would use this maybe once a week or once every 2 weeks as a like conditioner replacement, just as like a added hair mask. Honestly, I didn't like this one. I think I'll just stick with the regular shampoo and conditioner and try a couple of different hair masks. So I think for next month, I'm really going to focus on wax melts, but I did finish off one wax melt, and this was a candy corn wax melt. I can still smell it. It smelled really good, just like a warm vanilla scent. But this I got at like the Renfest last year, so I did finish it off. Very happy about that. And then I do have a skincare and a makeup item. So I finished off my Bioma Brightening Toner, and I honestly got this on accident. I meant to get the Milky Toner, and I got this instead. I really did not notice a big difference in my skin using this, so I don't think I would suggest it. I do like the Bioma Gentle Face Wash and the Everyday Moisturizer, but I really didn't notice a difference using this brightening toner in the texture or the brightness or unevenness of my skin. So yeah, I will not repurchase that. And I finished off finally my L'Oreal Lash Paradise in black. Yeah, in Black Noir. I have become obsessed with this mascara. It's definitely more than 3 months old, which is why I retired it, and it's a little dry, but this tip is my favorite ever. It really gives like a fluttery look to the lashes, and it's become my favorite. So okay, so that is it for my April empties. We're gonna move on to the books that I finished in April, but if you're not interested in that, I totally understand, and I will see you all in the next video. Okay, so April was full of amazing reads. I read 3 books in the month of April. I read Under the Oak Tree and Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. And then the 3rd book I read is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. And oh my gosh, it was so good. So to start with, Under the Oak Tree by Suji Kim, it actually was a webtoon, and then it was turned into a published webtoon, like a physical book, which I do. Do I have the book? No, I don't have the book. And then it was published to a novel. So I read the novel. I read a lot of the comic when it came out on Webtoon a few years ago. I was really into reading those but it's been a few years and I didn't remember everything that happened. I just remember the general premise. So basically it is about a princess and a knight, and they are forced into an arranged marriage. And with those things comes a content warning at the beginning. Obviously, in like medieval times, there was the tradition of consummating the marriage, whether or not women at the time even knew what that was. Most of them did not, especially noble women. They were not taught anything. So just putting that out there, that at the beginning of the book, there is a forced, you know what I'm saying? So just putting that out there. If you've read or watched like Game of Thrones, it's the same kind of thing like that. Very uncomfortable. That's literally the beginning of the book, which I don't know why we had to do that at the beginning of the book, because then we think that the main male character is an asshole. But anyways, so that's how the book starts off. So it's a little rocky. I forgot about that when I had read the webtoon, and a lot of the reviews said that that left a sour taste in their mouth. So just definitely skip that part if you are triggered by that. Skip like the first chapter maybe, or just like skim it, and when you get to that part, just skip forward, because it's literally not necessary to the plot whatsoever. But anyways, let's go into the rest of the book, because okay, so they get married, and then literally the day after that, he is shipped off to war, okay? And he's gone for like 3 years, and he becomes a war hero. He defeats like a dragon. He saves the kingdom. The king is like throwing a ball in his honor and all this crazy stuff. And so she thinks that he is going to get married to the princess, because the king is offering her hand, and that they're just gonna like annul their marriage, and she's gonna be this like scorned divorcee in medieval times, which is like totally frowned upon. So she's super frightened, super scared. He comes to pick her up to bring her back to his land, because she's his wife and he does not plan on divorcing her. And they actually kind of like fall in love. It's really quite cute. She is a very timid and shy person, and she actually has a stutter that she's had since birth, and she's kind of like the embarrassment of her family, and her father beat her because of it. Like, it's so sad. It really is sad. Like, why do I read these sad books? I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Okay, I already knew the story going into it, but yeah, it's so sad. And he really helps her like become her own person at the new castle that he is like the lord of. The people are so sweet to her, and everyone's kind to her and really wants to listen to what she has to say. She like gains her confidence. He helps her feel like she's loved. He loves her. He's like a total golden retriever, and like is attached at her hip at all times. And it's so cute. So really, I really loved it. I really loved it. Would I recommend it? Yes, if you're not triggered by those things that I mentioned. Definitely read it. I would give it like 3.5 stars just because of those things. I feel like we could have glossed over them and not like talked about them too much. But at the same time, it does really add to the character herself, and like her story. So, you know, there's that. So moving on to the next book, we have Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez, and this is the Part of Your World series. So I did read book 3 from this series already, which is Just for the Summer. Oh, I loved Just for the Summer. It was so good. That one was probably a 5-star read, I think. This one was no different, but a little bit different, because I don't know, I didn't like it as much, but I still really enjoyed it. So this was like a 4.5 stars for me. Abby Jimenez, I love her writing. It is amazing. She always deals with kind of hard, life topics, just like life happens, people get sick, people that you love get sick, and you have to help them or watch them kind of like deteriorate. And how do you deal with that? How do you help yourself while trying to help somebody else? It is, she does it so well. So our story is about 2 doctors, one who grew up in this town that they're in the hospital that they're in, and her parents are like legendary doctors in this town. And so she is like forced to be their, heir to the throne of this like hospital as like the lead doctor. And her brother actually has a disease where he needs a kidney donor, and they haven't been able to find one for I think almost a year. And so he's really deteriorating, and she's taking it hard herself because he's not doing well, and she's a doctor, she wants to fix everything. She's an older sister. So she tries to take him under her wing and help him. And then at the same time, there is a new doctor in town, which is our male main character, and he's gunning for her position. Or so she thinks, like, you know, we'll see. So there's this whole kind of conflict between the two, who's going to get the lead position at the hospital. And then it turns out that our male main character is leaving like a sadder life of his own and trying to lead a new life at this new town. And he has severe anxiety, and we kind of see things through his mindset too, having this anxiety disorder and like how he deals with it in day-to-day life, and that she actually kind of makes it easier for him as we go along. There is a fake dating trope, which I love fake dating tropes. They're so fun. So yeah, they start off as that and they become really, really great friends and like really helpful to each other's lives. And I just really enjoyed it. I love stories about like real life characters that are dealing with real life problems, and they have real families who are overbearing and loud. And it was just a fun time. It was really, really fun. So totally recommend Yours Truly by Abby Jimenez. You don't have to have read any of the other books to understand this book. Just some of the characters are the same because it's the same small town. So, okay. The last book is The Song of Achilles, and it put me into a reading slump. And this was a 5-star read for me. It was so good. So if you have not heard about it, it is like a New York Times bestseller. It's a very popular book, but it is about the Greek mythology character Achilles and his story. You know, he goes and he's like this big figure in the Trojan War, and it's about him and his companion Patroclus. Is it Patroclus or Patroclus? I think it's Patroclus. And their relationship, because they are known to have been lovers. And so the author kind of takes a little liberty with this. Obviously, this is a story thousands of years ago, so we don't know the true story. But there's like, you know, mention that they're partners, and she really portrays that super well in this book. I'm not gonna like spoil any of the rest of it, but if you guys are into Greek mythology, or if you're into kind of like court intrigue about like wars or politics, not politics, but like governing bodies kind of thing. I don't know how to explain that. If you're into that, or if you're into kind of like yearning romances, any of those things strike your fancy, you will love this book. It is so amazing. I urge you to just read like the first 2 chapters, and if you don't like it, step away. But if you like it, you are going to love this book. It was emotional. It was sad. It was like devastating at times. I'm gonna start crying like just talking about it. It was so beautiful. Just really beautiful writing, like almost poetic. It was so beautiful. So if you are looking for something to like change up your reading style, please give it a shot. It was amazing. And now I have to read Circe by the same author because I cannot be without it. So have I just gone into a Greek mythology rabbit hole? Maybe. And if you have a Greek mythology book that you'd like to recommend for me, please let me know down below. If it's like only if it's not the actual classics. I'm so sorry, but they are so boring. But I love Greek mythology. So if you have something that's like a romance or something, let me know. But anyways, that was everything that I read in April, and then my empties from April. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you are curious about what I'm wearing right now, I am wearing this new Abercrombie athletic dress that I got the other day. It's so cute. So I feel like a little picnic. I'm a little picnic blanket. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed. Let me know down below, what did you read this month that you were super excited about? And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.